The book I'm reviewing today is called Dark Imperium. It is based off of a very large franchise called Warhammer 40k. It's just like a small portion of the books that they have out. They have hundreds of books based on so many different settings. But this one is based on a very certain setting that I have really come to like a lot. Just a little bit on Warhammer 40k. It's like a sci-fi universe similar to Star Wars and Star Trek, but it's a lot darker and a little bit more violent. Which is why I wouldn't recommend to younger kids, but high school, like I want to teach, very much recommend. The book Dark Imperium is part of a 3-book series that takes place in the 41st millennium. At this point in time, humanity is in a constant struggle against aliens and traitors, also known as heretics, as called in the book. The Imperium of Man is at its breaking point when a godlike being is unexpectedly revived after he was injured 10,000 years prior, which until now he was held in stasis until he was able to be revived. His name is Reboot Goleman, and he is the main character of this novel, and he's the son of the Emperor who is praised as a god, so he's like a demigod to regular people. With Reboot's revival, his tactical genius may be able to give the Imperium a fighting chance it needs against the traitors. Reboot, after he is revived, leads an assault against his traitor brother Mortarion, who had turned to the heretic side. And Reboot meets Mortarion on the battlefield, and they engage in an earth-shattering duel, which I thought was pretty cool, kind of how they described it. It was insane. Near the end of the duel, Reboot is mortally injured and dies, but his father, the Emperor, revives him from across the galaxy, and he's given the strength he needs to banish Mortarion back to the warp. And the warp is like pretty much like hell, but like a little bit more real in this. And for somebody who's deeply involved in Warhammer like me, this book is an amazing read. The author really portrays all the characters deeply in thought, especially Reboot. He really questions himself throughout the book. The author also paints a perfect picture of battlefields and situations through the characters' thoughts and feelings. This really gives us an in-depth description of what is exactly happening. This book made me a more challenging read because it's very wordy. There's lots of big words in it because everybody in this is like a genius, basically. And but it's definitely worth the read if you're interested in sci-fi universes and want to indulge in a very unique setting. And it's a lot darker and a lot more tense than other books that are similar to the setting. For someone who loves sci-fi as much as I do, I definitely recommend this to anybody that is interested.